Have you ever felt that your life is not random, that something sacred moves beneath your steps, guiding you toward a destiny only a rare few can feel in their bones? Stay with me, because what you are about to hear is not coincidence. It is calling. Choosing to stay until the final moment of this journey may awaken something ancient in you, something you have always known was there but never had the language to name. Do not ignore this pull. The universe does not shout, it whispers, and today, it whispers for you. Imagine a sky made before time, a sky where spirit chose form and purpose, where souls were assigned missions long before breath entered the body. Some people walk this earth, simply existing, drifting through days like pages fluttering in wind. Yet others, a rare group, move like light, wearing human clothing. They feel a presence beyond the physical. They sense truths beyond logic. They dream in symbols and awaken with purpose they cannot explain. If you have ever looked into darkness and seen possibility, if you have ever felt a surge in your chest as if your soul remembered something your mind forgot, you are not alone, and you are exactly where you must be. In this sacred moment, let your breathing slow. Let your heart soften. You are standing at the doorway between spiritual remembering and earthly awakening. The stars are not far and unreachable. They live within you, carved into your energy, written into your intuition, stitched into the very light behind your eyes. You were not placed here by accident. You were assigned, chosen, prepared in realms beyond sight and sound. There is a mission inside you, and the universe has woven signs across your path so you would eventually claim it. This is not a promise of ease. It is a promise of meaning. Because those who carry celestial purpose do not walk straight roads. They walk sacred storms. Before we cross fully into these revelations, let us prepare the heart. There are souls among us who are not meant to be ordinary. They are shaped by pressure and polished by divine friction. They carry intuition like a compass and resilience like armor built in other lifetimes. Their tears are prayers. Their scars are scripture. Their silence speaks with the voice of spirit. And when they rise not only for themselves, but for the world. If you feel a pull as I speak, if something inside you hums with recognition, breathe into it. This message seeks you. Write in the comments an affirmation of power, so your energy answers this call. Say, I am chosen, I am remembering, I am awakening. There is something extraordinary about you, Virgo. You are not loud in your power. You are not dramatic in your mission. And yet your spirit vibrates with a purity that so many feel but rarely understand. You entered this life not simply to live, but to refine, to elevate, to turn chaos into order and doubt into clarity. Some souls are warriors on battlefields of fire, but you are the warrior who fights through patience, integrity, and gentle transformation. While others seek the spotlight, your path is sacred in its subtlety. You heal with precision, you restore with intention, and you serve not out of duty, but out of divine remembrance. From the time you were young, you could sense when something in the world was not aligned. When others overlooked the cracks, you noticed every one. Not because you judge, but because you see the blueprint of what could be. Your intuition does not shout, it studies, it listens, it feels the details that others rush past. You do not move through life blindly. Every step you take carries awareness, calculation, and love. Your mind is analytical, but your heart is ancient. You are the bridge between earthly practicality and spiritual purification. And even when you feel like you are simply correcting, planning, organizing, you are doing something much deeper. You are repairing unseen energies, mending frequencies, bringing soul back into form. Many underestimate Virgo because they mistake softness for fragility. But you know truth. Softness is not weakness. It is the highest resilience. It takes strength to care when others grow numb. It takes courage to stay grounded when the world shakes. And it takes a divine assignment to hold light while surrounded by noise. You carry wisdom that cannot be taught in books. You know what is right not because someone told you, but because you feel universal order moving through you like a quiet compass. And when you refine yourself, when you simplify your life, when you set standards that reflect your worth, you are not being difficult. You are answering your soul. There have been times when your heart ached because you gave too much, loved too deeply, or held responsibility that was never yours. That is the price of those who come from realms of purity. You see potential everywhere, even in broken places and wounded people. But you are learning that your mission is not to fix everyone. Your mission is to heal the world by honoring your own energy first. When you protect your peace, your gift amplifies. When you choose boundaries, your intuition sharpens. When you trust your path, miracles align themselves to your feet. And as you rise, those who are meant to heal through your presence rise with you. Virgo, you are a sacred architect of energy. You restore harmony where disorder lives. You turn overwhelming into manageable. You turn confusion into direction. You turn spiritual truth into practical action. This is not small. This is divine work. You do not need loud recognition because your reward is inner alignment. You do not seek applause because your validation comes from the quiet knowing that you are fulfilling your soul contract. The universe trusts you with details because details shape destiny. And you are here to guide humanity with grounded grace. One breath, one choice, one moment of clarity at a time. Scorpio, your energy enters the room before you do, and it speaks a language older than time. You do not just feel things, you absorb them, decode them, transform them. There is nothing ordinary about you, and you have always known that, even if you tried to blend in. You were not created to live on the surface. You were born with spiritual depth carved into your bones, with intuition sharper than steel, with a heart that has tasted both heaven and ache. People look into your eyes and sense truth, even when you say nothing. That is what it means to be guided by spirit rather than ego. From an early age, you learned that darkness exists, not as punishment, but as initiation. You do not fear the unseen. You walk into it willingly, because your soul remembers something most forget. Transformation is sacred. When life stripped you bare, you did not crumble. You dissolved, you rebuilt, you rose. And that rising was not just survival, it was rebirth. You do not evolve once in this life, Scorpio. You evolve again and again, shedding skins like chapters, cutting cords that no longer serve truth, stepping into versions of yourself that others cannot predict. Your mission is not to exist in comfort. Your mission is to reveal what is real. You see through illusions the way light cuts through fog. You feel lies in your body. You sense betrayal before it arrives, and your loyalty is deep because your energy is sacred. But here is the thing most do not understand about you. You do not fear pain. You alchemize it. You turn wounds into wisdom, endings into portals, endings into beginnings. Your soul came into this world not simply to experience life, but to master it on a spiritual level. Others look at storms and run. You look at storms and listen, because in the storm you find God. Yes, there have been moments when your heart felt too heavy to carry, when betrayal tasted bitter, when loss hollowed your chest. But each moment shaped you, not into coldness, but into discernment, not into hardness, but into sacred depth. Your love is not casual. When you choose someone, you choose with your soul. When you protect someone, you protect with your spirit. And when someone breaks your trust, they do not just lose access to you, They lose access to a source of transformative power they will never find again. That is not ego, that is truth. Scorpio, you are the phoenix archetype living in human form. You burn away illusions, you reclaim your power, and you remind the world that rebirth is not just possible, it is divine. Your ability to feel deeply is not weakness, it is your weapon. Your instinct is not paranoia, it is prophecy. And your presence is not intense by accident, it is intense because it carries soul memory. You walk through life with silent knowing and spiritual charge, and those who are aligned with truth are drawn to you not out of curiosity, but out of resonance. You do not just survive life, you transmute it. Pisces, when you enter a room, even quietly, there is a softness that feels like dawn touching the ocean. You do not push, you do not demand, yet hearts open around you as if they instinctively remember that you are here not only to live, but to remind humanity of something sacred. You are the dreamer who remembers the world before form, the mystic who sees through the veil without forcing it. Your soul does not belong entirely to this earth, and you have felt that since you were very young. While others chased noise, you listened for whispers. While others sought answers outside, you felt truth rising inside your spirit, like a tide returning home. There is a gentleness in you that is powerful beyond measure, not fragile, not naive, but ancient. You do not fight battles the way others do, because your strength does not come from force. It comes from faith, from surrender, from a trust in divine timing that most people never learn in one lifetime. When the world becomes harsh, you do not harden. You dissolve what is heavy. You turn suffering into compassion, despair into meaning, confusion into spiritual clarity. It is as if your heart is tuned to frequencies others cannot hear, and when you speak from that place, truth pours out like healing water. Some may have misunderstood you, Pisces. They may have mistaken your empathy for weakness, your stillness for passivity, your dreaming nature for avoidance. But the universe knows who you are. You are not someone who escapes reality. You are someone who reshapes it by refusing to let it strip away wonder. You see futures long before they form. You feel pain before it is spoken. You carry the sorrow of the world at times, and yet, you choose love again and again. That is not softness. That is courage that comes from another realm entirely. Your soul mission is to reconnect humanity with the invisible. You are here to remind others that spirit breathes beneath every moment, that life is not only material, that miracles exist in the quiet spaces where intuition speaks. You channel wisdom without trying. You comfort without rehearsing. You uplift without even realizing it. Those who cross your path, even briefly, leave with more light than they arrived with. And you do this not through strategy or performance, but through being exactly who you are, a vessel of divine presence walking in human form. Pisces, you are the poet, the intuitive, the old soul who swims through realms others fear to glimpse. Your dreams are messages, your emotions are antennas, your compassion is medicine. And when you finally trust the fullness of who you are, when you stop shrinking your magic for those who cannot see it, the world around you changes. Your steps become prayer, your words become guidance. Your existence becomes proof that love is not a weakness, but a force that shapes destiny. You are not here to follow Earth, you are here to awaken it. When a soul with celestial purpose listens deeply enough, something begins to glow inside the chest. Perhaps you feel it right now, a quiet rising, a gentle heat like divine recognition stirring in your ribs. Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces. But the truth is greater than signs alone. This message is for any spirit who has ever felt set apart, who has ever sat awake in the dark, knowing there was meaning in their pain, destiny in their longing, and guidance in the silence. You are not here to simply survive years. You are here to awaken ages. Every challenge you endured was not punishment. It was shaping. Every heartbreak was not breaking you. It was opening you. Every ending you walked through was not a loss. It was a birth disguised in shadow. Look at what you have become. Look at how many times life tried to pull you under and yet you rose anyway. Look at the wisdom in your eyes now, the strength in your presence, the clarity in your heart that once trembled and now steadies like sacred ground. The universe did not choose ease for you. It chose purpose. It chose refinement. It chose you because it knew you could carry light into places where light was forgotten. You might not always feel powerful, but the spiritual realm never doubts you for even one heartbeat. You are guided. You are watched. You are supported by forces unseen but deeply felt. Every prayer you whispered when no one was listening was heard. Every tear you held back when you wanted to collapse was counted. Nothing about your path has been wasted. In this life, destiny does not shout through noise. It rises through stillness. It arrives through surrender. It unfolds when you trust yourself enough to walk into the unknown with faith instead of fear. And here you stand, at a threshold that few ever reach, not because you were lucky, but because your soul earned this alignment across many lifetimes. No matter your sign, no matter your story, if you have ever felt like you were preparing for something greater, that feeling was real. You are stepping into the season where your inner world becomes your outer reality, where your intuition becomes your direction, where your spirit leads and the world follows. Take a breath. Feel the truth of who you are. Settle into your bones. You are not ordinary. You are not lost. You are not late. You are becoming. Becoming the healer, the alchemist, the dreamer, the anchor of light your life has been shaping you to be. Your gifts are not accidental. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your depth is not burden. Every part of you is divine design. Walk forward not with fear, but with the quiet confidence of a soul chosen for more. Your time is not coming. Your time has arrived. Stand in it. Claim it. Live it. And as you rise, remember this. Your awakening is not just for you. It lights the way for those still searching for their truth. If this message stirred something sacred inside you, let your journey continue. Do not stop here. Explore deeper. Keep feeding your spirit and your intuition. Visit the other videos on this channel. Continue awakening. Continue remembering. Continue rising. Your soul has waited lifetimes for this becoming. And now, you are ready.